drink this water.
See, isn't it interesting that we're not prepared to drink this water, but people in third world countries are forced to drink it all the time? See, in 2013, I travelled to Uttar Pradesh. From there, I went to Kulvapai. This village surrounds this lake. They live off this water. You can see children swimming in this water. Mothers washing clothes in this water. They did everything with this water. Me, while I was there, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere near this water. This got us thinking, what is the water crisis and what can we do about it?
Poor water quality is one of the world's biggest crises. Today, 1.8 billion people don't have access to clean drinking water, and 840,000 of those people die each year due to this issue. Those of which are mainly under the age of 5 years old. And it's not just a major issue overseas. Australian governments continually invest large amounts of money to ensure water quality for the safety of their citizens. LifeMap is a Gold Coast-based product that not only helps to solve the water quality problem right here, locally, but on a global level. It offers a simple, powerful, and more cost-effective way to tackle the problem than any other product on the market today. Here is a quick video further explaining our product.
A read-only display device, handheld devices, and devices that can be permanently left in water sources. LifeMap analyzes the data collected against known water impurities and draws conclusions. The device then immediately provides feedback displayed on the screen indicating the water quality. The components of the LifeMap system are linked to our custom network providing internet connectivity. Our LoRa radio network is designed to work flawlessly in any water source.
The device works by collecting multiple sensor data and then analysing it against known water impurities, like E. coli. This data is then sent through our custom network to our online map, Safe2Sip, where it is mapped online. You can note that the LifeMap is a quality innovation that works because it has already been recognised by organisations such as Griffith University, CSIRO, and SAP. And also, we were invited to present at conferences such as the National ACCE in Brisbane and the Big Blue Sky here in the Gold Coast.
Both globally and in Australia, governments and aid organisations invest a large amount of financial and material resources into identifying and solving the problem of dirty drinking water. The LifeMap, however, can help do this in a much faster and a much more efficient way. LifeMap is a groundbreaking product in its field. Incorporating big data, it can help replace and improve the current cumbersome and difficult method of monitoring water quality today. Under the brand Safe2Sip, there is nothing else on the market like this today. It has both first mover advantage and a business model that is very difficult to replicate.
Initially, LifeMap's primary target market starts right here on the Gold Coast and then becomes the world. The Gold Coast City Council operates a major water monitoring program throughout its area, supported by the Smart Water Research Centre of Griffith University. Our vision for safe drinking water for all can't be reached alone, so our purpose is to partner with the Gold Coast City Council and Research Centre in order to bring LifeMap to commercial viability. Early partners will benefit from the product. Once a commercial product is achieved, then a huge market becomes available within the government sector within Australia and Australian-based aid organisations operating in the third world. Both of these market sectors would be approached on a commercial basis.
The LifeMap will be marketed through a direct and a personal approach, supported by the real-time Safe2Sip online map, which is a map of live data from all physical LifeMap devices. This map will act as a focus for our marketing efforts and will also help attract attention and support from the public. As you can see on the graph, our devices will be sold at a base price of $149 and $249, which is a 50% markup from its production cost. And with low fixed cost prices, our break-even point will be reached with the sales of 33 devices, as you can see here in the circle. Then, once a sustainable operation has been reached, the LifeMap sales plan will be based on capturing and calculating a percentage of an organization's water program budget, and then which the LifeMap will be sold using a subscription-based model.
Our goals for the upcoming year include beta testing in India and Africa through our local partners there, a partnership established with the Gold Coast City Council and Smart Water Research Centre, and begin alpha testing on the Gold Coast waterways. Also, have the life map operating in the Gold Coast City Council Water Monitoring Program. And lastly, have a major Australian aid organisation as a client by the end of 2017. We are extremely passionate about this product, the life map. We could talk about it for hours and hours. That's simply impossible in 5 minutes. So please feel free to ask any questions.
There are some pamphlets on that version of Tate'sIT life map device. Feel free to read it.
A very interesting product. The one thing I will be asking is that, especially for local government, once you collect the data, that data is very sensitive in this way that the result, even though council, each local government will want to know the data, but they wouldn't want the media and the rest get onto it until if there's a problem. So what is their insurance that the data that's collected is private?
Yes, so we would, stop me. I got this. So when we're marketing to them, we'll get them the option of what they can choose to do. So they can either have the data published on the website for everyone to access, so open source, or they can have the data do it directly through us, and through us we will distribute it to them with an analysed report of how it's going, what their device is reading, how it's going, and the baselines of each area.
Well done, guys. I have a question about the technology. Does water quality change with depth, and do you cater for that?
Yes. So each device, so how it works, water quality in those areas, each area has its own baseline. So let's say this area in Andhra Pradesh has a water level of 2 meters in a small lake. Then in another area, in another country, let's say, has a normal depth of 40 meters. Okay, so the device gets a baseline from all local readings, so then it can establish baselines so that it can detect if something's changed. Because how it works is it's not if the sensor is this reading, it's if this sensor has changed from readings nearby it. So let's say there's fish in the water. Fish would lead to lower oxygen levels, which would result in lower conductivity. It would then result in, so that water would have a lower conductivity, and water that has E. coli, for example, which eats oxygen and increases the conductivity, will be able to, so you can distinguish the two because you have a baseline, not just one individual reading through its network.
I was just wondering if you can tell me a little bit about any funding models that you've thought of for the third world countries. I didn't see anything in the slides, I don't think.
Yes. So we first established our brand and company in the first world. So we've already had offers for donations through our GoFundMe website. And so that's to get the startup cost for getting donations, that's already started. And so we're getting donations to start. And so I forgot the question. Yes, and then our first world operation, selling to the first world country which has the money, that would then, as our 50% markup, that would then fund our operations for us to invest in the third world.
Okay, thanks guys. Just one question in regards to connectivity to the device. What sort of connectivity are you looking at to bring the data back? Satellite, wireless, what?
So in each device, it has a low RAR Adafruit, so it travels through low RAR radio, and currently the device's network is all based on traveling all directly to the central hub, but we soon, our next improvement is to then have a mesh network so that range can be dramatically increased and reliability is much better.
Okay, thank you.